It's your boy Crypto Blood. I am back with another video, and this video is because Uncle Clif has answered, guys. He's answered your wishes, your questions. So if any of you don't know, I put an initiative together called hashtag Clif Question. And basically this was to kind of, group up and aggregate all the questions that people, ask in the Webbot rooms on a daily basis, weekly basis. I'm inundated with questions about, what Clif thinks about this or that, and this token, that token, even non crypto related questions. So I was like, all right, well, let me just put a campaign together, get everyone to go ahead and list their questions within the Webbot chat rooms, and then basically gather all of those questions up, make a poll, and then allow the community to vote on which questions are best and have are of most interest to everyone. So unfortunately, out of about 2,500 people altogether, maybe double counting some people within all 4 Webbot rooms, but we got about 10% participation. But I mean, hey, I put it out there. People did ask questions, and we got about 200 people to submit their questions and vote. Actually, more so vote, not so much submit the question. So I got the results back from the tally, from the voting form, and also I got the answers back from Clif on those top 3 questions. So let's first look at the actual questions or the poll here. So here's a list of questions. There were about 45 questions that I was able to tally together, and so here's kind of the breakdown. As you can see, pretty interesting spread there. But the number one question people wanted to know was which ERC20 tokens are going to see bigger than Ethereum prices. I'm kind of paraphrasing. Let me read verbatim. Which ERC20 tokens are going to be bigger than Ethereum itself? That's the first one that came in at 35%. So that was the most requested question. Second was, let's see here, was about OMG. Do you still see great price appreciation for OMG in the latter half of 2017 and into 2018? So that question came in at 27.4%. And let's see. The last question was, of course, our favorite, Veritasium. So this is about Very. Any change in the timeline on Very or his interpretation, meaning Clif's interpretation of the language from the last BNW? That's the Bare Naked Wealth report. So those were the top 3, ladies and gents, and I sent those over to Clif. And as you can see here, this is our conversation regarding this, this topic here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of read each one, and what I'll also probably do is submit the text version of this in the Webbot rooms for you guys to read as well. But without further ado, so the top question at 35%, which ERC20 tokens are going to be bigger than ETH itself? So this is what Clif has to say. We have Very token as getting its legs under it. See below. We have Populous token showing in 2018 as moving rapidly as their business moves into production. Additionally, just one price per token. We have OMG, 10x, and Pillar all pushing at ETH prices. Other sets include EOS doing well from June onward. Risks here as unknowns cropping up in April around EOS. Okay. The above references just the short-term data sets. Longer-term sets have forecasts of many over 100 tokens moving faster than ETH and higher than ETH. So there you have it on that question, ladies and gents. There's a lot of, we were kind of wondering, and he gave a decent list there on which ones he felt would be bigger than Ethereum itself. So there you have it for that. The second question, coming in at 27.4%, is the OMG question, which is, do you still see great price appreciation for OMG in the latter half of 2017 and into 2018? And so his answer to that is yes. The data sets have a winter of much thrashing around in the fiat currencies world that will bring prominence to OMG gateway services. All right. There are sets for expansion into many new markets, Asian focused, as a primary payment gateway. The expansion language contains both into new markets and within existing markets. OMG should progress well from early December onward through the majority of language is being though the majority of language is being forecast for late January through March. Here's the third one, guys, and this is what Clif was referencing in the first question to see below. So the third one came in at 20.3%, and that is Veritasium. So any change in the timeline on Veri or your interpretation of the language for the last Bare Naked Wealth report. So here's what he has to say about Veri. Veri is very interesting. Veri is very interesting. It is behaving exactly as forecast way back in the first half of the year 2017. He's referencing. The data had forecast a very large rise very rapidly, and that appeared. Yes, it did. Then would be followed by first leveling, then a precipitous drop. These sets were /are accurate so far, and this has manifest. This period of the drop down will last through to the end of October, at which time Veri is forecast to join the upward pressure that will be part of the larger altcoin universe. However, the rising in Veri prices in US dollar terms will be tepid, trailing until early in 2018. At that point, our data sets have a confluence of forces creating a unique opportunity for Veri. The data shows in first part of Q1 2018 that China's pop officialdom will be making some large advances in cryptocurrencies, and the Western republics, including US officialdom, will be in a panic reaction mode. It is at this point that officialdom will decide it needs Veri. This also coincides with many of the 2017 efforts for Veritasium moving into production. These are among a group of temporal markers for a Veri push into new markets that is forecast to last through at least to the end of 2019. The data shows the sudden clamor for officialdom as part of the pressure that are forecast to propel very up in a rapid chase against rising ETH prices. Well, again, there you have it, ladies and gents. And as I replied to Clif in the DM, we much greatly appreciate your efforts, Clif, and thank you once again for getting those questions answered. So that's it, ladies and gents. Thanks for watching. I will post this video in the Webbot room first. Let you guys, look it over, take what you can from it, and I'll probably post this video tomorrow for the masses. So that's it. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.